I did find this quote on Pinterest, and there is a road as a background. And the quote is, challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes them meaningful. We have a very interesting weekend of football ahead. I mean, we've got so many derbies. We've got Lazio, Roma, Inter-Juventus, Manchester United, Liverpool. I thought this quote was fitting, didn't you?
Yeah, I love a kind of faux philosophical, inspirational quote with a indescript picture in the background, I imagine, right?
It's such a good quote that it made me forget to introduce myself. As always, I'm Tommaso Adami, and you can find us on Instagram at Anglo-Italian Pod.
And I'm Rory Criscuolo. You can follow us on Twitter at Italian Anglo Pod.
Rory, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I actually found a great documentary yesterday, or a kind of series of documentaries. It has been released by Hector Bellerin. Now, obviously, it was right up my Strasser. It was about Arsenal. It was behind the scenes. You got interviews with the players and staff. But the great thing about this documentary is that it shows the journey of Hector Bellerin from tearing his ACL to his comeback and winning the FA Cup. And there's 9 episodes. They're just quick 20-minute episodes. It's all filmed kind of like home video. And there's interviews with Rob Holding, Kieran Tierney, the physios, doctors. I think it was a really interesting thing for a footballer to do. And it made me realize that how much work goes into just Bellerin being able to run again or walk again. It is crazy. I would definitely recommend it. It's called Hector Bellerin Unseen Journey. It's on YouTube. Look for it. How are you, Tommy? How's your week been? Sorry, I got lost in my own interest there. I'm so bloody fascinating.
When this guy speaks about Arsenal, he was like, there are interviews with Rob Holding and Kieran Tierney, and he was talking about his childhood heroes.
Also, I've already talked about my man crush on Kieran Tierney, but it's getting a bit out of hand. I do. I love that guy.
Is your girlfriend aware of it?
I think the funny thing is, right, because he's got such a thick accent, right? His Scottish accent is so strong, and I was looking at him dreamily and laughing, and Tiz was just I can't understand a word he says. I can't understand a single word.
You were that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I'm but it's a great accent though, isn't it? Just listen to it. It's such a great accent.
But since you did ask, but you were
I did ask eventually.
I am doing well. I am very excited. I'm very busy with work and all the side projects that we're working on. Hint, 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 hint. But we're very excited, and man, this started as just let's try to do this, and now every week I'm looking forward to the Thursday. It's like a metronome to my week when we record our episode,
I love it. It's close to the weekend. It's where I first get beers in the house, if you know what I mean. I'm like, right, my weekend's starting, gonna talk some football.
Let's go then. The first stop in our journey is going to be the time lineup, as always. This time I'm gonna test you, Rory. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Last week it will be good.
See what we're doing here. I'm not going to cut this part.
No, it's fine.
Let's jump to the time lineup. Let's go. And here we are with our weekly appointment with the time lineup. Rory, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. I feel like last week I did quite well. You didn't do that well. It's given me a bit of a confidence boost. And I'm ready to take advantage, hopefully.
Yeah, let's see. So, since there are quite some interesting fixtures coming up, and I did like the fact that you did find a theme last week.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
For the quiz, I decided to find the theme too. And the themes are actually 2. Inter Milan versus Juventus, the Derby d'Italia, and Manchester United versus Liverpool.
Very nice.
England's derby. So, Rory, pen and paper, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
As always, the game is the following. I will mention 4 events in football history, and you will have to put them in the correct order. So, in no particular chronological order, I'm going to start with the first of my 4 events. The last time that Manchester United beat Liverpool at Anfield. If you want a hint, do you want it already?
No. Save that for the end.
I'll save it for the end. So, first event, the last time that Man U beat Liverpool at Anfield.
Okay.
Second event. Let's move to Italy. Patrick Vieira transfers from Juventus to Inter Milan.
Okay. Now I thought you were going to say from
Arsenal to Juventus.
Yeah, because I remember that day vividly because I was quite young and I might have cried. But from Juve to Inter, okay, good, right?
Third event. Manchester United win their last Premier League trophy.
Okay.
And number 4, Antonio Conte crowns his dream to finally become Juventus's manager.
Conte appointed manager of Juve. Right, okay. Man, that's going to be a good while ago now. Okay, good.
So, just for our listeners, the 4 events are the last time Man U beat Liverpool at Anfield, Vieira transfers from Juventus to Inter, Man U win their last Premier League, and Conte becomes Juventus's manager. How are you feeling about these questions, Roy?
I think that there's 2 that I should know definitely. It's about the other 2, putting the other 2 around them, I suppose. Especially as I have meant to have been, if that's right, researching United Liverpool and the derby. I should know when the last time United beat Liverpool was at Anfield. So, okay, yeah, I'm feeling all right. I think I'm ready to let it stew.
All right. So while it stews, let's move on to our Euro review. Almost a rhyme.
Close enough, I think.
Close to a rhyme. Time for our Euro review. Let's go. And as every week, welcome to our very own Euro review. We're going to take a ferry, a plane, a car, a bicycle, whatever you want. We're going to take a little trip between Spain, France, Germany, and then we'll go to England and finally to Italy. Rory, what was all the action in Germany and Spain this week?
Well, we're going to start with La Liga. The midweek fixtures have seen Atletico now go 4 points clear at the top of the table with still 2 games in hand.
That's pretty exciting. Can you imagine an Atletico league title win? That would be intense.
I think I've mentioned on the pod before, I was there the last time in 2014. I was in Madrid when it happened. It was amazing. For the Atletico, the long-suffering Atletico fans, it now seems normal that if Real Madrid or Barca don't win it, it is Atletico, but I will always be happy to see them win. Correa and Saul Niguez scored a beautiful goal in a 2-0 win over Sevilla on Tuesday, and they've now won their last 5 in a row. They're looking like the form team in Spain, obviously taking advantage of a Real Madrid and Barcelona that are stuttering, and please, Atletico, don't fuck it up. You have to take the title this year. They have to.
If we've got any Spanish listeners, and especially people who support Real Madrid, we need your opinion. Once again, I cannot wrap my head around it. How is it possible that Real Madrid sold both Hakimi and Theo Hernandez, and these 2 guys keep delivering both for Inter Milan and for AC Milan?
And also, when you look this week, they've just loaned Jovic back to Frankfurt, right? They paid 70-something million for him, right? They paid a lot of money for that guy. And within a year, they've given him back to the first team for free. Their transfer policy is all over the place. I would love to hear from someone who's a bit more intimate with La Liga about what the hell is going on there. It's a far cry from the Los Galacticos days, I think.
Yeah, very short-sighted planning, in my opinion. How is it possible that Zidane really preferred Marcelo and Carvajal? It goes beyond me, really.
I think you're flattering them with the idea that they even have a plan. I don't think it's a plan. I think it's just much like we talked about Manchester United's transfer policy a bit was or is just signing big names. I think Real Madrid is like an exaggerated version of that. It's just who's flavour of the month? Okay, get them. Oh, it doesn't work. Right, sell them again. Like there doesn't really seem to be any clear idea. I wonder when their next election is, because it would be interesting to see who's going to. Because I can't see the current guy getting voted in again. But
yeah, we shall see. So Spanish fans, if you're listening, we need your opinion. Rory, let's take a plane at this point. A ferry wouldn't work and move to Germany. What are the headlines?
So we did give you a hint to watch Bayern against Mönchengladbach, and Mönchengladbach beat Bayern 3-2 at home, and really opened up the title race. Hoffmann scored 2 and Neuhaus to put the Foles ahead. And now that only leaves Bayern are only 2 points clear at the top, and Dortmund are in fourth, only 5 points behind, with Leverkusen and RB Leipzig in second and third. And talking of Leipzig, they lost at home to Dortmund 3-1 with that man, Erling Haaland, returning. Him and Sancho hooking up. Sancho got Haaland scored 2. Sancho set up Haaland, and Sancho scored. It looks like there's a real title race in Germany. Potentially, Bayern Munich are not running away with it for once.
Do you think that Haaland could actually become the new generation's number one star?
I think he has all the ingredients as a player to become the next big marketable player. He will be, all the kids will be wearing Haaland shirts. I'm intrigued to see where he's going to end up next, because I think this might really be his last season at Dortmund. We know he's not there for a long time. We know they want to profit from him. It's probably going to be the Premier League. I could see him in a Liverpool shirt. I don't want to see him I want to see him in an Arsenal shirt, but I don't want to see him in a Liverpool shirt. But I could see potentially Liverpool or United coming in, because he's been linked to United a few times on and off.
If you were a career advisor, what team would you direct him towards?
I would say it has to be Liverpool to work under Klopp. I think Klopp, what can you say about him? He knows how to get the best out of players. I've already said a few times that I think he's a better coach than Ollie. I don't think there's even a question. He is a better coach than Ollie. I think for Haaland, that would be a better move. So I think, yeah. But anyway, I'm sure Dortmund fans won't thank us for just talking about how he might leave. He's doing a really great job for them again. He's back in the scoring streak, and we have a title race in Germany. But the big story in Germany was...
The biggest story in Germany or in France?
No, in Germany. We have one big story. Schalke.
Go for it.
Schalke 04, the worst team in 2020. They finally won a game. They went 30 games without a win. They hadn't won since January 2020. They won 4-0. Hopper, another young American, scored a hat-trick to put them ahead, and they took away Tasmania Berlin's record of 31 games without a win. They beat... oh, God, where's it gone? You might need to edit this out. They beat
or maybe
Hoffenheim at home 4-0. So imagine being a Hoffenheim fan, how bad you would feel about that, right? You'd like, okay, 3 points in the bag, and then you get done 4-0 as well. It's not even close. Now, I'm not saying this is the reason, but Sead Kolasinac had just left Arsenal to join Schalke, and all of a sudden they win. I'm not saying that's why. I'm just saying it's a coincidence.
Right. And moving on to France. Guess who's won the first trophy of their managerial career?
Listen up, Spurs fans. Who won his first trophy after a week in charge?
It's Mauricio Pochettino with a win over Marseille. Pochettino, at the first opportunity to win a trophy, he bags it. Could it be because he's not coaching Tottenham anymore?
I think he has another team of bottlers, but they just bottle it in a different way, or less often. They bottle it less often than Spurs, let's say that. We'll talk about Spurs bottling it again this week later on, I think. But
there's always some good moment for Tottenham banter. But hey, Ligue 1 as well. We've got a race up top between three teams. Lyon sitting first with 40 points. PSG are second with 39, and Lille are third with 39. Surprise, surprise. Fourth position, Monaco, after a long spell of
underachieving. They're such a yo-yo team. They're so weird. They'll be Champions League semi-final, then the next year battling relegation. I think there's never a dull moment in Monaco. If there was anyone in the stadium to watch it, I'm sure they'd enjoy it. But it's never a dull moment in Monaco. Cesc Fabregas is Monaco, I will add. Right. He's still rocking it. But yeah, good to see him back up there. I like Monaco, always bring through good young players. And who'd have thought we'd have a title race in France? But Tommy, do you think Pochettino will win his first league title this year?
I think